Hi, I'm Taylor Borneman, and I'm the Events and Marketing Manager here at the Flower Fields, and I'm excited to welcome you to our wedding venue virtual tour. Today we're going to actually go through our full wedding tour. We're going to go over our amenities, and we're actually going to have a live Q&A session with our wedding planner, Jenny Smorzewski. And we're going to see, for an added benefit, a mock wedding that can really inspire your future vision. So here we are at our special event entrance gate. This is actually the gate that you'll use for your wedding, for your event, and it's a secluded private entrance for your party. Right outside these two double doors here is our parking lot. So what we normally do is we actually rope that parking lot off for you and your guests on the day of your event. And we have two Flower Field staff members that will stand outside. They'll make sure that people coming in are for your party, and they'll direct them into the private parking lot. So it's a really nice, convenient way, and they'll also have two golf carts available for you and your guests. So if anyone needs a ride up to our barn venue, they can have that. And it's also just a nice way if you want to bring in some catering or some other aspects such as this. What's nice about this walkway is that not only is it beautiful, but it's also lit up at night. So it creates a really nice ambiance for you and your guests when they're leaving. So it's also just a really nice way when they come back down to say, hey, that was a really great event, and I was really happy to be here.
So Taylor, this is the first area that guests are greeted by when they enter. What are some fun ideas you've seen in the past used in this space?
Yeah, so this is a really nice space because since it's the first area that people walk up on when they come into your event, it's kind of nice to be able to greet them with something fun, such as a guest book, maybe a first flute of champagne, maybe a green screen. You know, I've even seen people bring in a full VW bus that was converted into a photo booth. So it's just a really fun way to start your event. And of course, it's backdropped by our beautiful master garden and the 55 acres of ranunculus fields. So what's nice about this pathway here is that it really gives you a chance to kind of decorate it in any way you see fit. Some people like to put out kind of silver tins where people could grab a quick beer or a quick drink. Some people like to have vendors in this area, or really they just add more lighting and make it really beautiful. But what is nice about this path is that we do have market lights up here above your head, which really lines the pathway for your guests.
Taylor, is this area available to children during events?
Yeah, this is actually what we call our Santa's Playground, and it's named that because we actually received all of our really fun play structures from the original Santa's Village up in Lake Arrowhead. Our owners were really big fans and they just couldn't live without it when it went up for auction. So as you can see, we have a really great play structure here, and it is available for kids during events. It's a really great way for them to let out a little steam, a little energy, and kind of just have a fun place for them to go to with their friends during your wedding or anything such as that. This area is pretty well lit at night, and the only thing we ask is that they have someone 18 or older to watch them as they play on the playground. This is our Mediterranean garden, which is our event venue space for 50 or less. As you can see behind me, we actually kind of have it set it up for a small mock wedding style, but really you can use this event space for anything you want. You could do a birthday party, you could do a bridal shower, or even a small corporate party. Second, we have a removable stage that can stand around 3 to 5. And then behind that stage, there's actually a hidden electrical outlet, which is great for a mic, an amp, or even a little bit of music. An added benefit to the Mediterranean garden is that it's only a few steps away from our built-in bar and fire pit, which makes it a really nice and easy kind of added benefit for your guests. And then last but not least, if you're really lucky and book with us between March and May, you'll have the 55 acres of ranunculus flowers behind you. We've now come to what we call our main ceremony area. We use this area obviously for wedding ceremonies, but also for events such as speeches and kind of along that line. In this area, you can see we have our benches out right now. We have enough benches to seat up to 200 guests seated. You can also have more guests stand. We also have other options for seating. We can do white folding chairs, or you can bring in your own rented furniture. In this area, you can also see our really beautiful fountain in the background. It's really nice because you can have it on, off. It's also beautifully lit up at night. So it really creates a really nice vision from when your guests are seated at dinner. They can really look out to this area and just see it all lit up, and the flowers and just really everything, and makes it really beautiful.
What are some ways you can customize this area?
Some fun things that I've seen different couples do to customize this area is we have a few options. You can either customize your aisle, as you can kind of see that we've done here. You can decorate benches. you can actually string lighting all the way from our barn behind you all the way to the pergola, which really makes a beautiful ambiance nighttime look. It kind of extends your dance floor and really invites your guests to come out here after they've eaten dinner and they're ready to get up and they want to dance or have fun. And then an extra special one we've seen is we can actually clear these benches out for you after your ceremony is over. And we've actually had bride and groom do giant Jenga out here, which I think is a really fun little extra. Now I'm standing in our bar area, which is a really great feature that we have here at the Flower Fields wedding venue, since it makes it so easy for you to be able to come in, have everything set up, no hassle. And what's also nice is that it has electricity, it has a sink, and we provide the trash service for you. A third benefit is that we actually have built-in restrooms right behind, so it's a really nice, convenient access for your guests.
Are you able to bring in your own alcohol?
Yes, you can absolutely bring in your own alcohol. We love for parties to have their own flair, their own fun, and really be able to serve anything that they want. A really fun thing that we've seen bride and grooms do is that they each kind of have a signature cocktail, which is really fun. It can have their name on it, and it's a really also a great way to save you money for your wedding, to be able to bring your own alcohol. The only thing that we require is that a licensed bartender serve it. To use our bar area at night, a nice feature is that we actually have a built-in fire pit. We'll be able to do all of the logistics for you, so we can have it on, off, at different levels, whatever your guests prefer. And we can also put our belly bars out here, so it makes it a really nice, fun ambiance, maybe even romantic cocktail hour. Here inside of our barn is where most of our receptions take place. We can have parties, we can have weddings, we can have quinceañeras, really anything you could think of. And here you can see that we have a beautiful mock wedding setup. This is set up with our round tables, which we provide at no cost, included in our charge. We can have round tables, we can have the 6-foot table that you can see as our sweetheart, and we also have the white folding chairs. So you can use any mix and match of those items that you choose. And what we actually have you do is a few days before your event, you send us the layout that you want all of these set up in, and our guys actually set it up for you, so it's all ready for you to go. And it's just great, and you can come in and decorate with your family and just have a really fun time setting it all up.
What is the maximum seated or standing capacity in this barn?
In this barn, we have a maximum seated capacity of 200, but we can have 300 standing. So really that should be able to accommodate almost any size party that you want. If you want to have more seated, if say you have a large wedding or a large event above 200, we can actually have your seating flow out onto our outside area that kind of moves into the ceremony area that we looked at before. And then another perk of this area that you can see inside of our barn is that we actually have these strung market lights, which are really, really nice, and they stay here and create a great ambiance for your parties at night. We really like to have our extra overhead lighting turned off, right after dinner, so you can kind of get that dancing, fun vibe going on. And what's also nice is that if you want to add additional lighting, such as a chandelier, or you even just want to add extra decoration, like beautiful linens or greenery hanging from our rafters, you're more than welcome to do that. And we'd love to be able to see your vision come to life.
Are you able to bring in your own vendors?
Yeah, one of the things we're most proud of here at the Flower Fields is that we allow all of our clients to bring in their own vendors. The only thing that we ask of all of our clients is that they just provide a certificate of liability insurance for each vendor. But once they do, we get the opportunity to work with some really amazing creative partners here in North County, such as this beautiful cake that we have here today. And it really brings that really personal touch that brides, grooms, or any just event that wants to come here can really add to their event and really make it personal here at the Flower Fields. This is our designated catering area. We use it for all of our events, parties, proms, and weddings. It's a really nice area because A, it's covered, B, it has electricity, and C, it has lighting. So it's really nice for caterers to have plenty of space when they're working at night and just to have all the electricity they could ever need. We also have 3 sinks, so it makes it really, really easy, and we have direct access to our trash.
What are some other uses of this area?
Yeah, we've seen people really use this area and be creative with it depending on what they need for their event. I've seen people use it for floral arranging, which you can see is super nice, has plenty of long tables and really easy to clean. And we've also seen it as kind of a last-minute primping for a photo shoot or something fun like that. Now that you've seen everything that we have to offer at our amazing wedding venue here at the Flower Fields, I do have one final place to show you. If you haven't had the time or the courage or maybe even the guts to pop the question, we do have one final place that we are now calling our beautiful proposal area that is secluded, amazing for photographs, and is the perfect place to pop the question to the love of your life. Thank you so much for spending your time and going with me on our wedding venue virtual tour. In closing, I just want to recap some of the great amenities that we have here at the Flower Fields. So to start, we can host up to 200 seated in our beautiful Paul Ecke Barn, or we can host up to 1,000 spread throughout our entire venue. We also allow you to bring your own alcohol, your own catering, and to really add that personal touch to your event. And finally, a great amenity that we have is that we actually allow day before access to our venue from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. so you can set up with your family, decorate, and just add that custom touch. We hope that for your next event, you consider us here at the Flower Fields for your special celebration.